Hello everybody and welcome to another video in this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, HTML5 Ultimate Course. This is episode 5 of this series and welcome to this video. So let's get started. I just want to mention something at the first of this video. That is, we are like the end of the basic of HTML. We learned a little bit about HTML, how it works, what attributes are, all of those stuff. But in this episode, because we are finishing the basic and we're getting into the more advanced stuff, I just want to make a video and recap everything we learned so far, and that's the subject of this video. Recapping what did we learn in these 4 episodes. So let's get started. First thing I think you guys learned was the Doctype Tag Declaration is a declaration that defines this document to be HTML5. This code, this tag, Doctype HTML, defines the document to be HTML5. As you may know, but if you didn't, this is what it does. The HTML element or tag, it's kind of an element as well, is the root element of an HTML page. It means that every code we do write is in the HTML tag or HTML element. The head element contains meta information about the document. Head elements mostly have data, additional data like the title, like the charset, the links to the other documents, and it's pretty useful information that should we have. The title element specifies a title for the document. A title element is very obvious. I think you did practice it and you know what it does, but if you don't, it just specifies the title of a web page or website. The body element contains all the visible information or page content, as I said here. The body is everything you see is a part of the body. That's it really. The H1 element defines a large heading. H1 to H5, H6. There are the heading tags. H1 is the biggest one and the most used one, I can say. The P tag or the P element defines a paragraph. Easy, nothing special. Just want to let you guys know that. HTML attributes. A recap of attributes. I think most of you guys didn't learn what attributes are, but you will in this episode. So all attributes, all HTML elements can have attributes. Yes, that's correct. All can have, and they usually have at least 2, but in some certain cases they may don't. I don't know. Attributes provide additional information about an element. For example, in the A tag, href attribute provides us additional information about where this link is going and what's happened when we click on this link. Attributes are always specified in the start tag or the open tag, as you may know start tags as open tag, but they call it as a start and end tag as well, but mostly open and close tags, I think so. Attributes usually come in name value pairs like name equals double quotation or single quotation equals variable. And by the way, I'm just mention something. For example, when you have like excuse me, for example, if you have name equals when we should use double quotation or single quotation. For example, if we want to write down name of something. For example, this is my. For example, this is John's tag. For example, we write John's tag. In this case, we should use double quotation because we have single quotation in the text itself. It's vice versa. If you have, like, for example, a usages of a double quotation in my tag, I don't know where it's useful, but if it is, use single quotations. That was a declaration of when you should use double quotation or single quotation. This is additional notes I just want to tell you guys, so because it's very, very, like, it's everyone uses heading tags for making it text big or bold. Notes. Use HTML headings for headings only. Don't use heading to make text big or bold. Guys, don't forget this. Don't use like heading 2 in your like article, so like a text is big or bold. That's not correct. Use heading tag in headings only. In your header, your title of your article, that type of stuff. If you want to make it something bold or big, use styles or use like strong tag or B tag, like those stuff. The B tag, I'll get to the B tag in a second. So what's B tag? I have like every single formatting, text formatting, text formatting tags, elements. So I wanted to say function, but no, this is HTML. Yes, like the B tag bolds text. You can just try it out on yourself. I did some of them, but you can just do it yourself as well. Strong tag importance will higher the importance of that text to I. But don't forget this, you can change every single of these tags. You can just change the style of it in the CSS. So stay tuned for CSS3 tutorials in the future. You can just change this, makes bold, makes the text bold and like blue, for example. You can do that as well. Strong tag, I told you. I tag, italics, makes a text italic. It's like this, the same as EM, but it's not. Don't forget that. It's the same in the look, but it's different. It's like additional tag. Like for example, EM, you can just change the look of the text in the CSS and use it additionally. EM emphasizes a text. For example, it makes a text emphasized. It's obvious. It's like the same as italic in the look, but there's differences in them. March. I really don't notice this. If I'm gonna be honest with you, just searched Google and take a look at them. I saw this, so I said, why not? Let's just tell everybody that this is as well. I don't know what happens, but I think so. As like my experience, I think like it adds a background, like a yellow background to a text. I think so. I'm not sure. Excuse me if that's wrong, but I think so. Look at a highlighted background. I think so. The small text, we tried it out in the last video. Deleted text. I really don't know what that does, but you can just change everything, style of everything in the CSS. So don't worry about them. We have the inserted text, we have the subscript text, and the superscript text. And like for example, this is not the pretext as well. I don't know what that means, but don't forget the pretext. Like for example, I don't know. Anyway, pre the text. Anyway, we have some new we got like a blog quote tags that we will learn in the next episode. We just want to a little bit of teaser to the next episode as well. I won't get into in depth to them. I just want to read it all for you guys. Like we have an ABBR that defines an abbreviation or an acronym. Address defines the contact information for author or owner of the document. BDO defines the text direction. Block quotes define a section that is quoted from another source. Cite, define the title of the work. Q defines a short inline quotation. We'll get in depth more in the next video, so don't worry about them. Notes. Comments are not displayed by browser. Like for example, if I write a comment in my text, there's no difference between after that I put the comment or before I put the comment. There's no difference. It's just for it makes your code better, easier to read. Comments are not displayed by the browser, but they can help document your HTML source code. Like for example, if I give a document that there's no sort of comment in it to another programmer, he won't be really happy about it, because like he don't know or she don't know about what should this function, for example, or this tag do. Like why did you add this? That's a thing as well. And we have, like for example, I just want to take a look at these colors as well. Just a brief teaser as well to CSS, because I know everybody's super hyped for CSS, because HTML is not that fun. I know it. But let's get started on colors. Colors is completely about CSS and for CSS. There's no uses of color in HTML, but I just want to tell you guys to know a little bit about colors. So we have 3 type of color coding. We have the RGB, and just RGB. We have RGB. We have the hex. You may heard this, and we have HSL. I didn't personally use the HSL never before. I didn't heard that thing that even exists, but it does. I don't know. I really use the hex and RGB in the past couple of years of programming, but this is a thing as well. Anyway, what's RGB? RGB is red, green, blue. For example, you can just say red is 0 to 255. You can just define the color of red, green, and blue. For example, 100 red, 100 green, and 100 blue. You can just mix them, and there's a color. For example, if you want white, 25. Actually, it's 250, 250, 250. And this is 5 actually. Like for example, this is the white color. This is the white color, and you can have that. And 0 is the dark color, as you may notice. We have hex. What hex is? There's no such explanation to hex really. It's just code. It's random. I don't think it's random, but for example, this is a color code. Not this, absolutely it's not, but something the same. For example, D to B DD613. Like, for example, this is absolutely a color code, and you can just use that, see what color it is. But F 1212. Okay, this is the color of white in hex, and in HSL we have the lightness that you may notice. Like, if it's 100, it's complete 100%. Excuse me, 100%. It's white. If it's 0%, it's dark. Saturation, I really don't know about them, but the color is that we don't use HSL at all. I do Photoshop, Premiere, and programming websites, but I never even heard the word HSL before. Yes, guys, that's really not recommended for you to use, but recommend. And anyway, I just don't care. Not recommend. Not recommend. I don't care. I will put this page as well in the GitHub. I know it's in the program, but anyway, if you keep this somewhere in your computer, you may need it a day. Anyway, that was it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and please like this video. That will be a great support of me, and you can just make my day better by doing that. That's it for me for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.